Welcome to the Mobile Armored Podcast Show, the podcast that transforms into the Times Square New Year's Eve ball. I am Adam Moore alongside my co-host, best friend, PJ McNerney. Happy New Year, PJ.
Happy New Year. It feels good to be back in the seat again and doing this. I think we didn't appreciate how much the holidays were going to bowl us over with stuff to get done.
We basically took all of December off, and we apologize to those of you who did not get episodes of the Mobile Armored Podcast Show in their stockings. We had to get through the holidays, but we have a bonus episode here for you to make up for it, because we feel that the gang at M.A.S.K and V.E.N.O.M probably have some New Year's resolutions.
They do. I mean, I think after, let's face it, Uncle Miles got drunk at Thanksgiving. Matt forgot to get Scott Christmas presents, and people were disappointed by their various Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and Festivus celebrations. So we're trying to make up for it right now.
Exactly. So rather than get into our own personal resolutions, which, of course, dear listener, is simply to provide the highest quality M.A.S.K podcast there is out there, we will focus instead on our good friends at M.A.S.K and V.E.N.O.M. So, starting with Matt himself, Matt has really decided that he wants to spend more time traveling with Gloria.
And Gloria alone?
That's all it says. Gloria, there's no mention of anyone else involved in that. Notably, not Bruce or Dusty or, of course, Scott or T-Bob. Just more time traveling with Gloria.
It's funny because I think we'll talk about this in an upcoming episode. He does do a lot of traveling, just doesn't seem he often remembers to bring Gloria with her.
Well, that's it. So he's resolved to remember her this time.
Okay. I was thinking he'd want more tax breaks in the new year. Like he's hoping for like some billionaire's windfall,
We can only see how things go. Well, I thought, interestingly enough, though, Scott's New Year's resolutions, whereas Matt wants to spend more time traveling with Gloria, Scott wants to spend more time at home with Matt.
He'd like a stable home life and not be traversing everywhere all the time.
Yeah, constantly being thrown into danger and not left alone at home with T-Bob or anyone else who might be there, which might be Gloria.
I like the idea of Matt saying, look, Scott, I can give you 2/3 of this resolution. You can spend more time at home. I 100% agree this is Scott's resolution. And I'm just like so saddened by the fact that I know he won't get it.
Yeah, it's very true. Let's talk about Scott's best friend, T-Bob. So T-Bob's resolution is to find more joy in life. Because as we know, he is a very anxious downer of a robot. And even those moments where he does find joy, which tends to be tossing around ancient artifacts, he's constantly shut down by Scott, Matt, and others when he's finding joy. So I think that's really where he's going. He wants to find more joy in life.
I think we'll talk again a bit more about this, but T-Bob's been definitely taking on a religious bent. I think he's trying to figure out his place in the universe. Mm-hmm. So I think he's wondering if he's the robot messiah. And so I think he's trying to determine that. I think that might be part of maybe his joy path is really like, am I actually like the one to bring change?
He has multiple times been held up as a messiah type figure. So
he has.
If he determines he actually is the robot messiah, will that in fact bring him more joy?
That's a good point. Tupac thought he was a god.
Not the rapper.
Not the rapper. The Incan priest frozen in ice and revived. The white guy Bedouins,
from the Book of Power, right?
From the Book of Power, thought he was like something.
Yep.
So there's evidence.
We will see if T-Bob can find more joy in life this year. Gloria Baker Tracker. Her resolution is to get back to racing more. She finds that this married life and going off on adventures with M.A.S.K has really taken away from her true love, which is racing.
What I love about this is, again, I 100% agree. This is like what she wants to do. And we know for a fact that she's going to be disappointed in season 2 when, despite the fact this being completely her wheelhouse, she is shut out of basically all the racing season episodes.
I think it's great. Probably some sort of amateur hour anyways, and she's like a super pro.
It's true.
Good luck to you, Gloria. We hope you get that resolution. Hondo McClain. So Hondo really wants to dig in and take teaching seriously this year because he's always running off and not getting any grading done
or angrily being a coach. Like, he'll just do the fuck you shots at the basketball court, mow down all those kids like on the football field.
Right. And it's just, he really wants to put all that aside in the new year and focus on, no, I'm an educator, I am a coach, I am a mentor to the young people of this country, and I want to do a good job at it.
I wonder if he's actually going to discover on that path if his anger as a coach and a teacher stems from some deep-seated childhood wound, and he's going to have to go on some sort of quest to figure that one out.
Yeah, maybe he can hook up with Brad with one of Brad's New Year's resolutions later on. But that could be his resolution, is to figure out what is wrong with him and how to get over this anger. But
yeah.
Alex Sector, his resolution is simply pandas. Pandas. What do you think that means, PJ?
You brought this up, and I go back to basically our Panda Power episode.
Uh-huh.
And I got to wonder, how much did Alex convince Matt to say, can you leave a few pandas here on Easter Island and just claim that Venom killed them for meat to the Chinese government so I may have some time with them? There's something here where it's like, I kind of wonder, like, Alex basically, he just wants to like make the pandas feel like that orangutan whose spirit he broke.
It's the one animal he's yet to break.
Killed, yes, but break, no.
Not yet. The other half of the codependent pair, Bruce Sato. Bruce wants to Marie Kondo all his closets.
Do you think that's an issue for him?
No, I don't. But because he has one outfit that he wears, much like Scott. But I think he feels they've gotten a little too messy. And so he's just going to dig in and start all over again for the new year and really just organize all his closets. He might have a lot of closets in his house.
He might. Maybe the messiness isn't his, though. Maybe it's Vanessa's. Because we've established there's some kind of wistfulness between the two of them.
That's true.
And I wonder if he's actually wants to resolve to stop using his stupid koans to express his feelings to Vanessa.
Now, are those feelings about how much he cares for her, or his feelings about how she messes up his closets?
This is the thing, is that he's not being direct about it. Like, he's being very passive aggressive. Like, it's like, the leaf can blow and be nature unto itself, but when gathered together is a mess in the driveway. Like, I mean, I feel like there's this thing where he's trying to express something and she's not getting it, rightfully so.
Love can change many things, but it can also just leave crap in your closet. Well, we'll see how that syncs up with what Vanessa's looking for in 2025. As for Dusty, his New Year's resolution is to read more books. He wants to get more learning on.
I think books is definitely a big part of it. I don't know if we've seen him read books. We've certainly seen him steal books. So, like, I wonder how much he actually just wants to steal books at this point in time.
Okay, so his New Year's resolution is, I'm going to steal more books.
Lean into what you're gifted at.
All right. Okay, Dusty. Well,
dropping dishes and stealing books.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he could also resolve to just be better at his job. But we all know that's not going to happen. Buddy Hawks, his New Year's resolution is to find a new job.
100%.
He's just over being the Boulder Hill mechanic. And now, still on the M.A.S.K team or not, irrelevant. He wants a new cover job or just a new job altogether.
He does. There's never been a moment in time we've seen Buddy be happy with his job.
Yeah.
Like, time after time, he is really angry or shit falls on him or something like that.
We wish you Good luck, buddy. Let's see what happens for you in 2025. As for Brad Turner, the final member of the M.A.S.K team, he had a few great experiences this past year. And as a result, he's decided he wants to lean in and really go on a lot more psychedelic trips. They have opened up new doors for him, and he's just ready to dive in head first. What do you think?
I think this is 100% true. Whether he's on drugs or not, let's recall a recent episode where he had to tell Matt, yeah, two giant eagles came down and I gave them the giant coin, and then Scott was left on the cliff. Again, who knows? Was he on a trip at the time or not? Doesn't matter, because as far as he's concerned, real life's the same.
Exactly. And, I think if he and Hondo hook up, he could probably help Hondo on some ayahuasca trip really get to the bottom of this deep-seated anger from his childhood wounds. So,
and maybe help Bruce basically with his feelings blockage.
Maybe if everyone got on board with Brad, they could all use some help. I mean, maybe leave Scott out of it.
I like the idea that this episode ends with them worshiping T-Bob as the robot messiah because of the ayahuasca trip.
Well, good luck to you, M.A.S.K. Turning to our friends with V.E.N.O.M, Miles, he's decided to really work on his temper. I mean, he really treats his employees poorly. He's gets angry at the end of every episode when M.A.S.K thwarts his plans. So he's really decided this year, I'm going to tackle this problem.
I 100% back this.
Yeah.
This is what he said. This is what he stated, everyone. He wrote a contract for this. 5 seconds after the New York ball dropped, Cliff spilled a drink on him and he was like, fuck this shit. Like he gave up on this the quickest of anybody.
Yeah, I would imagine actually of all of them, Miles is the first one to break his resolution. He has zero willpower whatsoever. As for Sly, unlike Brad, he has decided he needs to go on fewer psychedelic trips. He's discovered that's really getting in the way of his work. And so he's trying to really not go on fewer. Note that. It's not go on none.
Right.
But to reduce the number of trips that he goes on this year.
I think this is directly proportional to the amount of damage he takes on a regular basis. Meaning that, let's face it, half of his psychedelic trips are probably due to being on some heavy-duty narcotic to deal with the pain. So, like, if he can basically cut out the spine-breaking injuries that he incurs on a regular basis, then it's like, all right, we're going to go strictly recreational at this point in time.
Yeah, there you go. Good. Or, yeah, recreational / mental health medicinal.
100%.
I hope maybe he and Brad can hook up and work on that. Also, by the way, Cliff, similar to Dusty, he wants to read more books. A common theme for resolutions.
I would love it if Cliff got a whole bunch of books and Dusty just stole them. And it's like really disappointing if Cliff's trying to like self-improve and he can't because like it's all just been like taken away.
Hey, where did my books go?
It's self-esteem books too, because people keep shitting on him.
Oh, Cliff. He just can't seem to get there because his books keep getting stolen. And it's not like Dusty's reading them. He's just stealing them. Last but not least, Vanessa. Vanessa's resolution is to find her Mr. Right. She's been looking for love in all the wrong places. And this year, she's gonna find him. She's gonna find the guy that completes her.
Or Mrs. Right. Or the right commune. Or she'll settle with Bruce. What the fuck is up with their relationship?
Okay. So she's got a lot on. So Mrs. Right, there is a Gloria Vanessa undercurrent.
There's a Gloria Vanessa undercurrent. I mean, I feel like she's the freest spirit of them all. Like, I mean, I think Gloria comes a hair close, but seems sort of more open to like willing to settle down.
Yeah, I think Vanessa's also the most likely to walk away from this whole enterprise.
Oh, yeah.
At any given moment.
I think she's like, is this still worth it? Like, I could leave at any time.
My final question for you. We know that Miles is the first one who's going to break his resolution. Out of everyone we've talked about today, PJ, who do you think is most likely to keep their resolution?
Brad. I think Brad's desire to really lean into these more psychedelic trips, I think he can do it. I think he's got the stamina to do it. I think he's got the will. And so I think that's going to happen.
For all those same reasons, I think Alex with pandas. He's got the stamina. He's got the will. He's dedicated and he's motivated. And whatever pandas means to him, he's going to achieve that this year. Well, look, everyone, we wish you all the best of luck with your New Year's resolutions. We hope one of them is to continue on the journey with us. Hope you enjoyed this bonus episode. But for now, we're going to transform and head back to HQ. I am Adam Moore.
And I am PJ McNerney.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
The Mobile Armored Podcast Show is written, produced, and edited by Adam Moore and PJ McNerney.